Hi guys, shows my reactions, and this video I'm going to react to episode 19 of season 1 of Xena Warrior Princess. Let's get into it.
Come on, Gabrielle. You've been wanting to do this for ages. Just reach under this rock. Give it your best shot.
Okay.
They were really doing that on purpose. Wait, what?
I did it!
With your hands? What the heck is that sound?
Didn't your mother ever teach you it's rude to stare?
Excuse me.
He was being polite.
Enough! What was all that about?
They want to take me to be sacrificed.
Sacrificed?
Sacrificed? You mean like on an altar with a knife?
Who would do such a thing?
My father.
Oh, okay.
I know how it looks, but my father's a good man.
You
When
sure?
I was sick, he stayed by my bed night and day. He never left till I was feeling better. He's always been like that.
Then why did he send that?
Wait,
thug
was that
after
Carl Urban?
Thug? Oh, you mean my brother Maya? Maya and his men are
Was it
very
almost
strong in
human?
their faith. He helped my father
Okay,
teach
I'll get
people in
over
New
it.
East to farm. Now we grow twice as much as we used to. Where are you going?
To have a talk with your family. I want to see for myself what kind of a father would want to kill his own son.
Might as well a story of the Bible.
I don't want to kill him. Surely he knows that.
Then why are you doing this?
Because God has commanded.
Wait, it is the story?
God? Which God? Ares?
No, I think he means
There is only one true supreme.
it is from the Bible.
The Almighty God of my father, the one whose voice speaks only to him.
I mean, you guys did tell me because when we had the episode with the 10 Commandments, I wasn't sure if it was the 10 Commandments because I thought that they wouldn't handle that religion, you know. So you told me that they are going to this, you know, it's also a part of this world, which is very interesting. So I'm wondering how it's gonna end, because if it's totally going to be the same, then we should have a good ending, you know.
She's unnatural, an affront to God. A woman with the strength of 10 men,
Yeah, so
out on the world alone, save only her scrawny little companion.
she's that badass.
It's a complete abomination, leaving his chosen one in the hands of a woman whose gods are as primitive as she is. Xena must die! Yeah!
Oh, I've got food. You do? My mother packed it for me. I've got apples and pears and cheese and some...
Is this nut bread? Ah, yum. I haven't had this since I was home.
Help yourself. I'm not hungry.
How can he believe in a God who needs to murder children?
Well, he never has before. And what's even stranger, not 2 months ago, our Supreme One told Antaeus to break with tradition and make Icus our next leader, not our oldest son, Mael.
Does Mael know this?
I don't know. And Mael had this one specially made, so I thought,
Mael had this made?
uh-huh. It's one of those special
Wait,
treats he's
wait,
been
wait,
bringing
wait, wait, is it, whoa.
So I don't think he'd mind Icus having some deal.
There's nothing wrong with it, right? Yeah. She's just taking a nap.
I'm great. I can't see, but I'm good.
Try using both eyes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What is it?
You are beautiful.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Gabrielle, don't let anyone leave the cave. Understand? Stay here and wait for me to get back.
I want everyone this side of the cave. We're gonna keep working till we get it right, and I've got all day. So let's start from the top. Are you ready? Yes. You.
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
Get away from this soprano.
Oh, of course.
Mother! Don't hurt her! I'll go with you! Just don't hurt her, please!
Make sure she stays here.
Jump.
The zealots took Icus. You've got to stop them.
Where? They took him where?
To the mountain. To Antius.
The mountain. But God should intervene.
Where's the boy? He's gone! Icus is gone!
Don't take Icus.
How dare you deny me anyone? Either sacrifice Icus before the next sun, or I will turn my face from you and your people. Forever.
You heard it, didn't you? The voice, you heard it.
Yes, but unlike you, I don't believe everything I hear. This way.
Thank you. I gotta go.
No, stay here.
You stay here.
No, you stay here.
You're asking me to deny my God.
I am asking you to spare your son.
And teach him what? That faith is just for those times when it's convenient to believe, that when it gets hard and it hurts to keep faith, that you let it go until it gets easy again? What's the good in sparing his life if I rob him of the very thing that makes it worth living?
What he was just saying, that's the same thing. I mean, yeah, it's the message, I guess. But the nuns were telling me back at the time. I remember when I was like, I was telling her, like, I don't get it. Why would he do something like that? Why would he ask something like that? You know, even though that God intervened and he stopped the father from killing the son. I was still like, why would you be so cruel? And she said the same thing as he was telling Xena. Yeah. And before you're like, wait, why are you talking about nuns? I don't even know how to explain this. I guess if you're interested in a little bit of background story, I don't think it's the right way to put it, but let's just say, for a pretty long time I was on, I guess, boarding school. I wouldn't really call it boarding school because it wasn't fancy or anything. It was something more catered to parents who, oh god, you know, parents who had to work, both of them, and they didn't have enough time to well, not enough time, but because of their work, they couldn't, how do you say that? Look out for the children every time when they were little because they had to go to work. And then if you could, you know, in Belgium, you could put your children into these boarding schools, but you also had like this not as fancy boarding school, I guess. And I was there for a pretty long time, I guess from when I was 8 until I was, I guess, 15 or 16. And the first boarding school where I went to, it was like a Catholic boarding school. And there were, there were quite a lot of nuns there, which sounds kind of weird now, but it was normal to me then. So that's why I do know some, you know, some stories still, but I have forgotten a lot, so I really need better details. But I remember that when I was little, I constantly asked those questions about a lot of stories and things on the Bible, but I just didn't understand it. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting, this episode. Yeah, I hope I somehow explained it. I'm sorry. It's really bad at finding the English words sometimes. Just something else. Please don't think that my parents didn't have enough time or something. It's really hard to explain. It's not just that. I don't want you to think like, oh, if you don't have enough time, why did they have children? They did have time, but sometimes, for some people, it's just a better way to put your kids into boarding school. I mean, for me, I generally liked my time at the boarding school. I've been to 3 different boarding schools throughout that period, and it helped me become the student I am today. It helped me to study better, to keep on being motivated. Yeah, it helped me not only that, but also, you know, I'm not the most social person. I guess I'm pretty. Well, okay, I'm shy, introverted, and it would have been a lot worse if I wasn't on boarding school, because at least on boarding school, you know, I also got to socialize a lot more than when I wasn't on boarding school anymore, where I just went to school, sit in class, and then go back home and didn't really bother a lot of times because I was just too shy. Yeah, okay. I don't even sure why I'm telling all this. Let's just focus on Xena again. I'm sorry.
I thought I told you to wait for me at the cave.
I did, and then this rock told me I had to come find you.
The rock spoke to you.
Oh yeah, I mean, his voice was a little gravelly, but I understood.
Right. You see, even she's hearing voices, and all because she ate some of the drug food meant for you. What is it?
You. It's God's command I should die, but as long as you're free, we can't obey him.
One move, and she dies.
It's a long way down. Don't let go.
Just don't let go of my hand.
Why is it even that deep? How long does it even take to get some water from the well?
How did we get in here anyway? Why does my head feel like it was kicked by a centaur?
Does it? Good. The henbane must be wearing off.
Henbane.
Aye.
I know what I said about faith, but it's too hard.
Father, it's okay. Really, it is.
No, our God is
Son
the
of a
benevolent
bitch.
master.
We're almost there.
Up.
Almost there.
Yeah. Like, how sick is the freaking brother? You know? Instead of, I don't know, hiring someone to kill his little brother, that's sick enough. But no, you have to let your father do it himself?
I love you, Father.
Atreus, hear me and obey.
Are you still
Killing
keeping your little...
Isis isn't the will of any god. It's your idea. Drugging your father simply helped convince him that your voice was real.
May our God show you mercy, for I never will. Let God's will be done.
Fucking idiot! Oh no, you didn't just let that fall. Oh no.
Hold, Antius. Let your son live. Your faith is enough.
Who was that?
Father!
Come on, if you didn't do it, then who?
Oh! Oh wow, wow, wow. No unrelenting or severely punishing... Oh God, how do I pronounce it? Deities were harmed during the production of this motion picture. No one is ever harmed, okay? I get it. Well, I really liked this episode, and I didn't expect that ending. I'm still like, what? But I liked it. Even though that I kind of knew the bigger story points because I recognized the story, I think they did a good job at making, giving it their own spin. I thought the funny bits with Gabrielle were very entertaining. She was so crazy how she was talking to the stones. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I feel the same way as she does, when I really am tired of just having to keep on studying and reading all the, whatever. I'm not even going to bore you with the details. Xena was very cool yet again. I don't get tired of the fight scenes, of the badass scenes. Even that little scene where she was jumping on the horse, it was so cool. And there were a lot of beautiful, would you say establishing shots or like environment shots? Very beautiful. I mean, we had that before, but I don't know, it felt even more special this episode. And Carl Urban, so bad at saying names. I liked how he played the bad older brother. I wasn't too sure at the beginning if it was you know, the classic story from the beginning that God was telling, you know, the father that he should kill, you know, that he has to kill his son. But when Xena was like, I think it was Xena, but asked like, wait, he like, how does the older brother feel that the younger brother is gonna be the leader? It was already like a little bit in my head, like, oh, okay, maybe he's the one doing the voice. Especially because when I saw Gabrielle in the with the stones, I thought that he was maybe it was part of a cave thingy, and that's how the sound got transferred. But when we didn't see him there, and when Gabrielle left, I thought, oh, maybe it isn't. But I really like that they kind of, you know, rewrote the story, because again, I thought it was a very scary story, and I liked it in this version. It wasn't God who was telling him to kill his son. No, it was the older brother. It's still sick. And no, now in fact, God was just like, whoa, stop. He made sure that it didn't happen. He saved the day. And even though I'm still a little bit like, huh? I liked it because I mean, I like, because from my understanding, the gods in this show and in the Hercules shows, you know, they're pretty much involved. We already had a god, was it Hera? Forgot her name. But wasn't that, or am I misremembering? But wasn't there like a scene where we saw like the eyes of a god in the sky, and she was also talking? So it's not that weird that a goddess says something, but I guess it's extra special because, you know, it's like the god and not one of the gods, I guess, in this world. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. Maybe not everyone would like this episode, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm sorry for oversharing. Maybe I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't too boring. But I'm excited for the next episode. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.